Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're digging into something called ZAPTEST.AI, and we're looking at it not just as, another tool, but maybe more like a strategic partner for businesses deep in digital transformation. So our mission is to figure out what makes it, well, potentially stand out.
Exactly, because, so many companies are dealing with this patchwork of solutions. A testing tool here, some RPA there, maybe some AI efforts somewhere else, all separate. This deep dive is really about understanding how ZAPTEST.AI tries to bring all that together, testing RPA AI into one single strategy. The big idea, the promise, is speeding up innovation and making this thing called hyperautomation actually achievable for businesses.
Right, hyperautomation. Just so we're clear, for everyone listening, that's not just automating one or two things, is it? It's more like automating basically everything you can, using different tech together for those smart end-to-end processes. Is that the kind of reality ZAPTEST is aiming for?
Precisely. Moving beyond just automating isolated tasks to connecting everything intelligently. And the way they approach this starts with something they call the one script concept.
Yeah.
Which is pretty interesting. Think about the usual pain, right? You update an app, maybe the mobile one, and suddenly you've got to tweak or even rewrite scripts for your web version, your desktop app, the back end. It's a mess.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
So with ZAPTEST, the idea is you write one single automation script, just one. And it's built to run across web, mobile, desktop, APIs, all of it, without being rewritten for each one. For companies struggling with all those separate tools, it's a huge shift.
Okay, one script sounds great, but enterprise systems are complex. How do they actually make that work? What's the tech behind it?
Well, that's where the AI part really comes in, you see. It's deeply integrated. They have things like an AI co-pilot and something called Plan Studio. So instead of just coding, you could maybe describe a test in plain English, or even pull the steps directly from your requirements docs or user stories. And the platform, using AI, actually generates the script for you. That really opens things up for more people to contribute to automation.
Okay, generating the script is one thing, but what about when the application changes? That's usually when scripts break, right?
Exactly. And that's where the ZAP object engine, or ZOE, comes into play. This is the self-healing bit. It uses computer vision, kind of like how we see, to identify screen elements, buttons, fields, whatever. So if a button moves a bit or changes color slightly, things that normally break scripts, it sort of self-heals the script. That cuts down massively on script maintenance, which is a huge time sink for most teams. And they also have Load Studio built in for performance testing, making sure your apps can handle the pressure.
That's quite a technical package. Very cool. But our listeners, it always comes back to the business side. How does all this tech, the unified script, the AI, the self-healing, translate into, actual business value? I saw something about their licensing model being different.
Yes. That's a big part of their business argument, the unlimited licensing model. It's a major departure from how many vendors price things. So no per user fees, no paying per bot or per execution. It aims to be a clear, predictable cost model that scales without punishing you for automating more. Removes a big barrier.
Okay, what does that mean? Like premium support?
It's more than just support, apparently. It's meant to be hands-on guidance, help with strategy, troubleshooting, really embedding with the team to make sure they succeed. It's about making sure the adoption actually happens and delivers value, not just selling the software.
Okay, so unlimited licenses, dedicated expert help, it leads them to make a pretty bold claim, doesn't it? Something like up to 10 times ROI. How does that stack up in reality? Where does that 10x come from?
Well, if you connect the dots, it's based on a few core benefits they highlight. Faster releases, for one. Getting features and fixes out much quicker because testing isn't the bottleneck. We're talking potentially continuous delivery, not waiting weeks or months, fewer defects making it into production. That saves money on fixes, sure, but also protects customer experience or reputation. And then significantly less time and effort spent just maintaining the automation scripts, thanks to that self-healing capability we talked about.
Right, the maintenance headache.
Exactly. So less fixing, faster delivery, fewer bugs, it all adds up. Ultimately, the argument is that by unifying automation this way, ZAPTEST helps align IT work much more directly with what the business needs to achieve, driving value, not just running tools.
So wrapping it up, ZAPTEST.AI isn't positioning itself as just, say, a testing tool or an RPA tool. It's aiming to be a whole automation ecosystem.
Right. And maybe that leaves you, the listener, with a thought to consider. If you think about this integrated approach testing, RPA, AI, all working together seamlessly, what could that level of unified automation, that hyper-automation, really mean for the speed and the scope of digital transformation in your own company? What new doors might that open, and how might it challenge the traditional ways IT and the business work together, maybe in those silos we mentioned earlier? Something to think about.